Welcome to the Nyancast. I'm Jim.
I'm Sam.
And today we watched a show with a cat girl in it. That's the intro that I always say.
A magical cat girl.
Magical cat girl. So, if you're uninitiated, which I don't know why you'd be listening, but we welcome you. We are a podcast, the Nyancast, where we watch anime, creepy anime with cat girls in it to try and understand. Among other things. We're trying to understand the appeal. We're trying to get to the core of why people like these creepy cat girls.
One day
we'll
get there.
I think today we're all a little bit closer.
We understand dragons.
Yes. Dragons are easy. Monster girls even, I kind of get that. Cat girls, I don't. We've done at least like 13 of these. I don't get it.
Me neither. Have we done one on dogs?
Yeah, we did one on dogs. That was gross. I hated it.
That was the worst one.
We did one about root beer.
We did one with the Evangelion root beer with Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. Alright, let's never talk about...
we're talking about a good anime
that
we both watched like years ago, back when it first came on Netflix first came out on like Xbox.
Yes.
I remember watching that, like the first real anime I really watched, which is Soul Eater.
Yes, Soul Eater.
And I remember liking it a lot, except for the ending, but I remember enjoying my watch over first early anime. Like I was able to binge watch completely, not just like watch episodes periodically on like Adult Swim or Toonami.
Yeah, Netflix kind of changed the game with watching that, because I guess that came out, what was that,
2008?
Yeah, the show came out in 2008, but it was on Netflix probably by 2010 or so.
Yeah, 2010, wherever Xbox came to Xbox.
Yeah, because I remember that's when watching anime kind of changed.
Because I remember Soul Eater was the one anime I remember really being on Netflix. I don't remember what else I watched Fully Cooley again, I think, on there, but that was.
Yeah, there were a few things I watched. A lot of the things are still on Netflix, like Around Host Club. I remember I'd watched that.
I remember watching a little bit of Hitalia, because I was like, oh, it's a magical anime thing.
I liked Hitalia at the time.
I liked a little bit. I like the concept of countries being people, but the thing with to go to anime convention and these cosplayers are actually the worst people.
I bet. I bet. As the idea surface level, I don't know how much of Italia there was. I watched maybe the first season.
You also like history, so kind of nice to see that kind of thing.
It's just humorous. It was very funny.
Yeah, so it was kind of a gateway for me to go with us are getting the binge watching anime.
Because I had been super into anime. This is just turning into our history in anime. This is cool, but I loved and I remember the first show that I watched on the internet was Samurai Champloo. This must have been back in 2006.
That's another one I watched early time on Netflix and binge watched with Samurai Champloo, and I fucking loved that. That's still one of my favorite animes I've ever watched.
Oh, it's fantastic. But I found it on Toonami or it might have been Adult Swim at the time.
Yeah.
But it was doing the thing where it would only have a new episode every Saturday, and I couldn't wait. So I looked it up, and that's when I found the magic of fan subbing.
Oh God.
And that it's all down from there. That must have been 2005.
Yeah.
That was a while ago. But yeah. So
then
flash forward to Netflix.
I watched those Flash cartoons Metal Gear Crab Battle and Kingdom Hearts Chronicles, or just funny stupid little Flash animations of video games.
Yeah.
But I never didn't really look deep for the anime ones though. The anime fan subs.
Well, yeah. Well, not even it would just be the show. It would just be the show.
I never really got around to watching the shows online.
It was only a few.
Because I used to watch give everyone school, get homework done, then 5 o'clock it would be Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Cyborg 009. And that was all the things I would watch.
Classic.
I wasn't sure if I was watching it in order or not, because sometimes you're not sure if it's a repeat or you skipped an episode or I missed a week or something. But yeah. So we watched Soul Eater.
Yeah, sorry, I was just getting really into that.
They're good. I was a lot of my early time getting into anime.
Yeah.
I big getting back into it.
One thing I also wanted to say, because you're saying you don't know if you're watching the show straight through. They did that thing with Dragon Ball Z where they literally showed the entire
previously on Dragon Ball Z, and then
Well, no, what they did with the Buu Saga, they literally showed the entirety of the Buu Saga except the last episode 3 times. They went through the entire thing 3 times and finally aired the final episode. That's insane. I couldn't imagine that nowadays.
They would always, before the title card, Raditz kidnapped Gohan, and Goku traveled with Piccolo to go get him from the evil Saiyan race, who reveals to be his brother, and it's Raditz attack on fight round v1 Raditz.
And then there's 5 minutes of actual anything happening.
Charging, talking,
Next time on Dragon Ball
Kakarot,
Z.
you're my brother. Join me. We can rule this galaxy. And like, no, I'm Goku. You're dumb. Give me my son back, who I kind of care about.
Yeah. All right.
So, yeah, that's basically like our intro back into anime.
But yeah, so fast forward to Soul Eater. Such a tangent. So yes, the reason why we decided to watch Soul Eater, especially we only watched the first 3 episodes because we have both watched the show in its entirety.
And those are like the three prologue episodes anyway. So.
Yeah.
And then, so what were your early? I said my early thoughts. I liked the show, but like didn't like the ending. What was your kind of thoughts on the show when you first watched it?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was so fun. I think I did watch it on because we actually had Funimation, the Funimation channel. At the
I never
time.
had the 100 channels. I only really had like the basic cable.
Yeah, it was weird because like we only had it for a brief period of time. But I remember I got into like so many shows that way because that was in high school and I was like, oh, anime's dumb. And then I had the Funimation channel and then like Soul Eater would come on. I was like, whoa, this show's so cool. The art style's so cool. There was like Claymore, which is another show I loved.
Yeah.
Which I have no idea how that holds up.
You were on the Adult Swim shows where I ended up watching more the Toonami shows of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. So I love Cyborg 009.
I did both.
Show.
I watched both. I used to be such a Toonami kid too.
But back then, like, not like now, I'm like insomniac, but I used to, like, I used to pass out pretty early where I watched, like, Cowboy Bebop was the only thing I stayed up for, then I went to bed.
The thing is with Adult Swim is they were, like, early on, Cowboy Bebop would always be really early.
Yeah, it would
always be the
midnight show.
And then, like, they would have really weird stuff later on, like, shows that no one even cares about
that's how,
anymore.
like, I got introduced to another one of my favorite animes, Fully Cooley, was on Toonami, and I love that. And since I was, like, only 6 episodes of the show, they can keep showing, and you get the entire gist.
They always had, like, Gundams and stuff.
Gundam Wing was shown in their prominent, like, a main show they show all the time. And G Gundam, I remember watching G Gundam on there, too.
I'm trying to remember. And, like, Inuyasha, oh my god, when they showed Inuyasha, that was, like, a big deal.
I wasn't big in Inuyasha, though. I remember my friend did have a PS1 fighting game of Inuyasha.
I never got really into it, but I remember watching it. I was probably a little baby boy at the time, but I watched the first episode and I was like, this is so cool. This is better than Cowboy Bebop. And, like, of course, like,
if only
retrospect.
You knew. If only you knew.
I had no idea where it was going to go.
Well, I go to my friend's house to watch the Anime Network because he had it on demand, and, like, the shit he put on was that, I forget what it was called, but it was, like, it had Hakafu-san Saku, like, some, like, big breasted, like, girls fighting school anime. It was, like, awful. But anyway, it's really dumb. She had a spirit of, like, a fighting warrior, like, in her. It was ridiculous. Stupid. He had shit taste.
But, yeah, so... Oh, what I was saying about, like... So I would see Soul Eater on the Funimation channel, and I'd be like, wow, this show's really cool. And the dub was actually pretty decent, too.
That's when we watched on Netflix, so I think the only thing they had it was the dub, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Which I like the dub a lot too.
The dub's really good, I think.
I kind of like the dub more. Hearing the dub sub for the first time, I kind of like the dub. Kind of grew on me a bit more.
Yeah, I actually really like the sub. I think I prefer the sub. I think Maka's voice is really good. Maka, the main character.
Yeah, I think she's good. I kind of like
Soul's is really good.
I kind of like Death's voice better in the dub.
I disagree.
And I don't know. It's been a while though, also, so probably helped.
I think it's in English, his voice is a lot more like jovial, whereas this it's more like aloof, and he's kind of like it's got silliness to it, but it's not like as goofy, which it really fits the character in his animations, the goofiness.
Yeah. So you watched the 3 prologues. So we talk about the one with the actual cat girl Blair in it.
Yeah. So the reason why we watched this show is because there is indeed a cat girl in it.
It's a great first episode though. Like
fantastic.
It's like basically the 3 main characters. You're gonna get introduced. I guess 6 characters or 7 characters.
Of what
their weapons, the main character and then their weapons.
Yeah.
So we get Soul and Mako. Or Maka. I'm just used to saying Mako because of Avatar.
I know, yeah.
But
like there's Makos and everything.
Yeah. So the art, visuals, like the one thing coming out in that show, like was always the visuals though.
Fantastic.
And the OP was really good. First OP that really like grabbed me like that.
Oh, that's the one that I would never skip. Like I'm commit the cardinal sin of skipping OPs a lot.
Did they change the OP like halfway through that one or not?
Oh wait, did they?
I think they may have.
I think they did because I remember being disappointed. Hold on, I have to look.
There's 51 episodes. I assume like halfway through because they didn't really have like because they showed like adult Medusa and like only the pink hair guy and
yeah. They might have done that. I don't know.
And the other teacher showing up with and the other Poppy schoolmates, but yeah.
I think they did do a second one. Yeah.
I don't really remember it though.
Me either.
But yeah. the visuals, like, the one thing I always love the sun and the moon, like, the face
Yeah.
of it. I always think that's one thing I loved.
Yeah, overall, the visual design is just fantastic of the show. Like, the backgrounds are beautiful. The animation is amazing. The character design is top notch.
According to the manga artist, he like you can easily tell this by his inspiration of like ideas of Tim Burton and Harry Potter.
Huh.
Where you can
Which is
tell
better
like,
than both of those things.
well, yeah, the early Burton, like the '90s Burton, I'm guessing, right? You has like that really like bizarre gothic kind of look to it.
I can see that, but like it's not. It doesn't look like a ripoff in any way.
Nah, it has its own look. I love like the world that everyone's like out of. It looks like no one's really like a bland protagonist. Everyone had their own unique like quirk and that like personalities and everything.
Speaking of bland protagonists, we'll get to that
no,
later.
Shut up. That didn't happen. That didn't happen.
No, but yeah, you're totally right. The character designs are really awesome.
The teachers, everyone, like no one, you did not look like you just like a fan character. Even the mod, like they fought like the what's it called? Like Jack the Ripper. Like his design was cool and like
yeah, it was really creepy. Like actually horror inspired.
Even Blair, like she was just like cat girl, like witch girl with like. I liked it.
You know, there's so much to talk about with her design because like she has the like I don't know. It's not like overtly cat when she's a human. Like
well, yeah, her hat covers the ears, and the only thing you can tell is the cat, like the mouth kind of thing.
Yeah, she does the mouth thing, and she sometimes will say like yeah, and like when she ends sentences.
Yeah.
But then what happens is, so I guess we should kind of go through the plot briefly.
Yeah, the first episode at least.
So the basic plot of the series is there are these students at this academy where they are either meisters or weapons. So a meister is one that wields a weapon, and then the weapons are kids that literally turn into weapons.
Yeah, they kind of have to link together to like.
Yeah.
To work.
And they have like superpower link up moves.
They're trying to kill like spirits and witches to get like souls, so they can become like a weapon for death.
So they have at the beginning of the series, it begins with Maka and Soul, who are a weapon and meister, and they have and Soul is a scythe, and they have 99. They kill Jack the Ripper in the first episode, and then
he's 99 soul.
Yeah, so they need 100 souls, and 100 soul has to be a witch, and then he'll become a death scythe, which is pretty much just like the shonen motivation.
But it doesn't work. He just forfeit all the souls. So they start over.
Yeah. So what they do is they end up finding a witch because they need to get a witch's soul, and the witch is Blair, who's this really sexy cat girl.
Yeah, she lives in a pumpkin.
Yeah, and whenever she uses her magical incantation, she says "pum pum pumpkin."
And Soul crashes through the window, sees her boobs in the bathtub, and then like nose bleeds out because that's what people do when they see boobs.
Yeah, he falls face first on her boobs too.
As you do.
Yeah, because it's a fucking anime.
You go head first, hands first, so you can grab, and then once you land on the ground on them, you just squeeze them a little bit because that's how it works.
Yeah, of course.
And then they're like, oh, how sweet, and then you just nosebleed rocket away like Team Rocket. So.
Then the next 3 days of the show, in the show they go through skip forward 3 days where they keep trying to fight Blair. But I still love that her name is Blair because she's a witch.
Yeah,
like the Blair Witch. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they fight her.
Yeah, so they keep trying to fight her, but Soul keeps getting embarrassed because he's like a little wee boy and he's not a masculine man.
Yeah, he has a masculine like a male bro complex.
Yeah, he's very like inferiority complex, I guess.
Mansplain.
Yeah.
But yeah, they fight, but every time Blair kind of Soul, come with me, I'll be my weapon forever. Yeah. And then he tricks her by saying he's gonna go with her, and they cut her in half. But guess what? And he eats the soul. But guess what? The twist is
she's actually a silkworm.
No, you wish. That's your fetish.
No, it's not.
And she's actually like a cat, and this is one of her lives, and she's just a cat with a really strong magical powers. And
that's it.
That's it. So all their souls are just start over now.
Yeah,
they fucked up.
Because it wasn't a witch's soul. And then for the rest of the series, Blair lives with them as a cat.
As a cat, and sometimes as her. But there are points where she fights the other witches for them.
Yeah, she becomes more of a character.
She fights the mouse girl, I remember, and I think she fights the frog girl too.
Yeah, as I said, it's been a long time since I watched this, so
same.
A lot of the details kind of lost on me.
Yeah, but the visuals, I love the Victorian kind of look to everything too. It's just so
it's
awesome
a gothic
to look
aesthetic.
At. I love it. It doesn't get ruined by some other show does it, but look into that. But so it's the second episode. We move on to the second main character, Black Star.
Looks like David Bowie album.
Looks like the guy from Fairy Tale.
I think he looks like a Naruto character and a Kingdom Hearts character had a baby.
He looks like, and mixed with the fairy tale guy, 'cause he looks like him. Like,
Yeah, he kind of does.
and then
Except it predates Fairy Tale, I think.
I don't care. He still looks like him. I don't know, manga man. I don't know. But yeah, so about him and his weapon Tsubaki, she's like she can turn into any ninja weapon.
She is just a Naruto character.
Yeah, he's boob like Naruto character, but she can turn into any weapon, which is kind of cool.
Like a ninja weapon.
Any ninja weapon, like a throwing star or kunai and chain.
A smoke bomb, which is really funny. She becomes like a little smoke bomb with like a cute face that's like crying.
She's too good for him. But yeah, he's like he's an assassin, but he just yells like out. He needs to fight like honorably, like this 1v1, not just like kill them without them paying attention. He
also thinks he's like hot shit, and he's not. They have 0 souls.
And where they fought Jack the Ripper in the first episode, they fight Al Capone these early parts until Al Capone gets slaughtered by like a swordsman.
Mifune.
Yeah, he's protecting another little witch
named Angela.
Yeah, and Star somehow gets the better of him, and then but the girl comes in, she's like a little child, and even though she's a little child, I still like her hat. She has a great hat design.
It's like an iguana or something with like a tail, or it's a tongue coming out.
And he spares them both, but they come back later. But that's if you want to watch all 51 episodes of this.
They really set up, and then the 3rd episode is Death the Kid.
I love Death the Kid.
Which Death the Kid's whole thing is like he's got this weird complex where everything needs to be symmetrical, but his hair design is not symmetrical. Oh, he's also the son of Death, which is weird because he's just like a moe boy.
And he has two girls that become 2 guns.
Yeah,
and he fires them backwards with his pinkies.
Yeah,
because it's symmetrical. But
they were both American and they have cowboy hats.
Yeah,
and their boobs.
But one has bigger boobs than the other one. They're not symmetrical.
Yeah, they're fun. I like those characters. The 2 guns.
Yeah, it's fun having a character with
big boobs.
You think this character with the son of the ruler basically is would be this rich pompous asshole. But he's kind of he's nice, but he has too much of a disorder, like an OCD disorder.
Yeah, to the point where so in that episode they go to Egypt to fight a pharaoh, and he forgets that he didn't light a candle in his shrine at home. So he literally goes from Egypt back to America, I guess, is wherever Death City is, to light a candle.
New York exists in this world, and other places.
Yeah, but that's about it, I guess. Oh, the one thing I did want to say is I think they're all really good first episodes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you that. So I was reading a little bit about this show, and the author did he published it like a one shot called Soul Eater, just about Soul, and then he made 2 more for Black Star, and then Duck the Kid, and then he made into became the introduction we had for Soul Eater.
Wow, that's really interesting.
He made 3 one shots. I thought it was really cool.
That makes a lot of sense actually, because in the one shot each character has so much characterization in just the little things they do. It's really impressive how much they fit into it, which more because you see a character like Black Star and he looks kind of basic, but there's more going on than just him being pompous. There's all these characters have complexes of some sort.
Yeah, he's loud, but he does have an honorable warrior kind of thing, which you usually see in a villain more so than a hero character. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of interesting.
Even though he's my least favorite, just because he's so obnoxious.
He's mine, and Tsubaki deserves better. And then we get Mako's dad, and start off in between there. He's a womanizer character, and everything.
And it explains Maka's whole thing, because she kind of has daddy issues, I guess.
Doesn't like her dad. It's like her mom, but her dad's kind of a womanizing douche.
I forget the mom. I don't remember.
The mom was also like a wielder. She used her dad beforehand, but she died. Oh yeah. I think in battle.
She did die. Okay, I can't
pretty sure she's dead. Yeah.
She was alive or dead.
I'm pretty sure she's dead. They go into a whole thing about that later on.
If you remember, write in the comments.
Okay, I'm not gonna watch 51 episodes of that. I'm already going through Full Metal Alchemist. I don't need to watch another 51 episodes of the show.
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to say. I don't really intend to watch this again.
No.
I really liked the first episode a lot, and the second episode was good, but I was starting to get really tired by the 3rd episode. The Death the Kid thing, it was starting to get really tedious. I was pretty much, all the humor was the same joke over and over again.
I remember the best episodes were about Maka and Soul.
Yeah.
Them focused episodes were really good.
I actually forgot about Black Star. I forgot that he was a character. Death the Kid, I liked him a lot more, so he
stands out. He's one of the characters that stands out really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that. I remember the villains a lot, Medusa, the frog.
Yeah, Medusa's
girl.
really cool. I remember the dude. It was they killed him and trapped him in a sack of his own flesh, and that's the dude who's in the sack.
Oh, the Kishin.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. They like the look of that like flesh sack was really cool.
And then there was Sid, who's like who was alive and well, the teacher. Then he gets killed, but it was just a test, so he didn't. He just died at a test.
We didn't even see Stein.
Yeah, we didn't. Only in the OP we saw Stein.
That's funny.
At least I've been teased a little bit, but yeah.
I liked him. He's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, Stein's awesome. Like, yeah, and then it's all death. So like, I'm trying to remember anything about anyone else. But, like, we didn't see the pink hair guy with the stand.
Yeah.
Because his stand transformed into the sword. That was his weapon, right?
It was his blood, I think.
It was his blood.
Yeah, it was like his weapon was inside his own blood. So that's why it was a weird. I have to look up.
It looks like the in Kingdom Hearts 1, Ansem had like a shadow. It looked like that. If anyone knows about that, it looks just like that.
No one cares about Kingdom Hearts.
Everyone cares about Kingdom Hearts. What are you talking about? People fap all over Kingdom Hearts 3 already. But yeah.
Do you think Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be good?
I better be. I better hope so. I mean, it's been like 10 years into the second game.
That's crazy that it's been that long.
It's been longer than that, but like...
So his name's Krona.
Krona, okay.
And then he has a demon sword.
Yes, yeah, I remember that.
And yeah, the whole thing was like... Oh, the demon sword was named Ragnarok.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure it was like... Okay, wait, not much known about Krona's past. Having the black blood... He had black blood implanted in his body, and that's what created Ragnarok, which was like his weapon.
Yeah,
so he's technically a Meister... And then his weapon has like its own personality.
Yeah.
Which is like the stand, as you were saying.
Enemy stand Ragnarok.
Yeah, he was kind of interesting, and they kind of, or he, she. I don't think they ever gave Krona a gender.
I heard someone was a guy though.
The voice was a guy, I think, but
I don't know.
It was weird. Like they played the character as very androgynous.
Yeah, I'm not gonna judge. So. Joe, before we go into the bastardization of Soul Eater, should we just put our final thoughts then for at least Blair?
I think we should talk about Blair a little bit more because we didn't really say too much.
I like Blair.
But there's not really too much to say about Blair.
She's kind of like just like a supporting character, fan servicey kind of character, but I don't know. I like her. I like she's just a witch, like powerful, like kind of like some mage or something.
Mm-hmm. It's funny to have her as like the villain of an episode, and then her just eventually kind of become like
a roommate,
a joke roommate for most of the series,
and an excuse for like Soul to nosebleed.
Yeah, pretty much, just like fan service on. They just had fan service on hand, like whenever we need some fan service.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like her. She's better than most of the other cat girls we've seen in past episodes.
She is. So. She's not like super obnoxious, and her cat form is really cute. It's really adorable cat.
It is great.
A cat with a huge like witch's hat.
I love that. But then there's like the OP where she comes up and then she's transformed back into a human, so she's naked on the table with like the hat.
One thing I wanted to say, I like that her hair has like the curls to it, and then she's the cat and the cat's wearing the hat, the big witch's hat that has that curl on it, and I thought that was really cool.
So of all the cat girls we've seen, is she the best one so far on our list?
Let me look at the list. Hold on. Let's crank that list up.
All the shit we've seen. I think
it's definitely better than all of these.
But we didn't get to see the rest.
She's kind of similar to Kay, the cat girl from Kay.
Yeah.
And I would compare most of that, and I think she's better. I think she's the best cat girl we've talked about.
Yeah. I mean, her and the girl from Kay are probably the best so far.
I also I just have such fond memories of this show that my nostalgia is probably blinding me a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
I also do love Claudion from Pandora the Crimson Shell.
I mean, Cat is great from SPD.
No.
Yes.
Oh, we also do love the Fox Dad, but that doesn't really count.
That doesn't count. We're talking about cat girls,
like
Fox Dads or
Fox
girls, boys, whatever.
So yeah, I guess that's it.
So
cat girls, are they cute?
Yeah. Good you got
one. Oh my god, did you say yes?
I say because I had fun members of the show and I saw Blair. You know, she's a fan favorite character, but she's not like it's not too. I guess compared to other ones, it's not like too much. It's not like get on your nerves kind of one with like that really annoying voice that we've like had to deal with and like these other ones.
The neons were toned down. Her design was good. He didn't have like a weird tail. I still don't think she had a tail.
I don't think she didn't. She just had the ears,
which is such a plus.
I say yes, she's fine. She's
holy shit. I agree.
I think she's fine.
It's the first time we agree.
I know.
It might be the first time we've even both, just any of us have said yes.
Other than Dragon.
Oh shit! I forgot about dragons.
That's different.
We love dragons though.
Yeah. And then I think the favorite we said with K.
Which one?
K.
K was okay. That wasn't intended to be a joke.
I'm sure.
Oh my god.
And yeah, if you want like a good, I don't know.
Oh yeah, would you recommend this show?
Yeah. I think everything good, but especially the ending. I mean, it's also a good intro one if you want someone to, watch something that's like visually cool. But
yes.
I mean, that's you do. People also say Attack on Titan doesn't kind of do the visuals for visuals, but like, I don't know. If you want a more of a fun world and like a serious like end of the world kind of look to it, then I think this one's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
So I recommend this one.
I agree. I recommend it too.
If anyone's and people probably listening to spoilers and everything, but like there's anyone who wants to like find a gateway, like a decent one, I think this is a good one to like kind of get back into it. It got me back into like watching anime.
Did we say it was 52 episodes?
It's like 51, I think.
Okay, it's got an amazing visual aesthetic. It's Bones, it's Studio Bones, so like the animation is really good most of the time.
Yeah.
When it wants to be good, like.
And their OPs.
Yeah, the OPs look good. It's just a good show. I mean, like, it's a good. I like it. Yeah, it's a little uneven. Oh my god, I can't speak.
But then again, like I heard the manga is like endings just as rough as the anime one. They're different too. So
ultimately, I wouldn't say don't let the ending spoil this for you. Like, there's a lot of good stuff, and I enjoyed it at the time. Maybe if you're a younger viewer, if you're like in your teens, you might like this more.
Yeah.
As like my age, I'm not super into humor.
If you're just like a manga purist, like you can watch this and get the ending is different. Like you're gonna get something different than what you got in the manga. So like,
I remember I read the first 5 volumes of the manga, I think, and I liked it.
I think I had a couple of them. Like when our high school had a limited manga, I remember reading like Hellsing. We had at our school, which is like the most violent like shit. I don't know why we actually had that in our school library.
Why not? That's awesome.
Like why do people get torn apart in half?
Our school was pretty good about like not having banned books. I know that's like a thing in a lot of parts of the country.
We didn't really have that. We didn't have that money.
Like Captain Underpants.
I love Captain Underpants.
It's one of the most banned books like in
so
America.
Good. I read that like all the time. I had the ring at one point too. I remember the mind control ring that he had.
Oh, I never.
Came with one of the books.
I know nothing about those books.
Oh, Captain Underpants.
Except that. I actually didn't know. I saw the trailer for the new one, for the movie. I didn't even know that the principal was just mind controlled. Like,
yeah, they just like bring much like you'll be Captain Underpants whenever we snap our fingers. So every time they snap their finger, they're like.
I had no idea. I thought it was just like he was just a dude that was Captain Underpants.
No, it's great, and also like I want to see the movie because he captured like, the art style like perfectly.
It looks amazing.
Like, so it had Thomas Middleditch. And I don't like Kevin Hart. They had Thomas Middleditch. I love precious little boy detective Thomas Middleditch.
Yeah, it's actually, fun fact, one of the first outsourced DreamWorks movies. It was outsourced to Canada.
What? Which one?
Captain
Underpants?
Yeah, Captain Underpants. It was outsourced to Canada, and that because of that, it made it super cheap.
Huh.
Because the paying standards in Canada are worse than in America.
I definitely want to see it, though. I love
I do, too.
That was a big childhood book next to a series of Fortunate Events.
Which had a really good adaptation recently.
Yeah. I didn't completely hate the Jim Carrey one.
No, me either. I liked it.
They got decent ones, but I like the. A lot of people don't like the show, from what I hear, but I like it.
Really?
I hear some people don't like the show, but I like it.
I think it's a little uneven.
Yeah.
It's not great 100% through.
The Mitchell Mill was like great though.
It was really cool to see.
That one was really good. Like the Wide Window, I think that one dragged, but like I think the other ones were great though.
I really agree. Yeah, the Wide Window, I like fell asleep during that episode like 2 times or something. Yeah. I like rewatch it.
Definitely, like, I think the other ones are get a 1, 2, and the Mitchell Mill was great. I remember how goofy that one was. So.
All right, well, I guess we should move on
to.
I have a good idea for the name of the segment. It's called the Nyancast Not.
Fuck you.
Because, in addition to watching the first 3 episodes of Soul Eater, I thought I would treat Sam to something really wonderful.
I hate you.
Which is there is a spin-off manga and also anime of Soul Eater called Soul Eater Not.
It was awful.
And let's just say that it was not Soul Eater.
Every character looked off. They appeared for 2 seconds and ran away. Just like every character looked bland. We pretty much just like assumed that it took place before the events of like the first show. And like Soul has a unique look, had his headband, he had a jacket, but he just looked like the main character from Persona 4, just like really protagonist looking.
Yeah, they got rid of his cool like costume and put him in like a generic schoolboy outfit, but it was unbuttoned to show how rebellious he was.
Hey, he looked dead on the inside, just like us when we were watching the show.
That was so fucking funny. Seeing his really depressed expression was just like, wow, I feel you, man.
and like the three main characters are like bland looking and not interesting, and
It really so it is. This is also done by Studio Bones, which is really funny, and the animation was not good. There were a couple fight scenes, and it was not good. But it introduces 3 new main characters who are entering the Weapon Academy or whatever.
Bland
Yeah,
named. Meme.
One girl literally was named Meme. Miss Meme.
Was literally the best part.
That made us laugh very hard. I guess it's Meme, but it was Meme. Her name was Meme.
Depends on how you say it.
It just had a very generic style. It kind of looked like I don't want to rag on K-On, but it had a very like knockoff K-On aesthetic where the girls' faces were very long and their eyes were like kind of long and droopy.
It was taking place before the events of the show.
Thank God. Where were these characters when all the shit was hitting the fan in the show? What were they doing?
According to some of the things I read, being brainwashed.
Oh my God.
And finding the power of a friendship.
Well, that's just a given.
So, I mean, while these gods are like just fighting each other and shit, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, it was awful. The visuals were not great. The town looked completely different than it looked like in the first episode.
Awful. It looked so bad.
Every character that cameo looked just as bad. Tsubaki went from having very minor cleavage to like just
90%
hanging
cleavage
out like completely for no reason. So like in that time frame, she just decided to zip it up. Like
yeah, that was a big moment for her when
like Black Star looked really weird.
The characters just didn't translate into this more generic anime style.
And like when you first watch the show, it looks like it's the beginning of some stupid like generic anime about a girl waking up for like school.
Literally, she woke up. It was just like in Japan.
Yeah, it's like in Japan, like it's just
eating her toast, and
she
like
gets on a plane towards Death City with everyone looking completely like normal and generic. It's just like why?
It like blew my mind. Like the idea that Death City has an airport. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, the airport. Okay, I can understand people getting to the city because we learned that New York and like Egypt exist in this world, but Egypt was like weird as well.
But there's like magic in this world. Why would they teleport there? Like not an airport. Like that's.
Well, I guess when you're like only a human, and you don't really know anything about like the magic.
No, it's not acceptable, Sam. It's not acceptable. There's no excuses for this garbage.
This place deserves like execution.
The one thing I wanted to say was, since we just watched the first episode of Soul Eater and the first episode of Soul Eater Not, the differences in like the quality of a good first episode are crazy.
Appreciate anime that came out like 5 years probably before this ran in 2014. Soul Eater was like what, 2008?
Holy shit!
What did you look it up? What was it?
It was, I think the anime started in 2009. 2008 and 2009.
Just think about that. 5 years difference. That's what you got.
It just shows that no matter the time period, you can make a good anime or a shitty anime.
Yeah, like
just seeing like the animation in the first episode of Soul Eater is so inventive and good, and there's so many great cuts of animation of like
her like
cool movement,
like her moving with the scythe, like really slow, like
flying around the air, like really cool. And then the first episode of this show. Maka shows up with Soul, and all she does is like spins Soul around. Like her model does not move. Soul is the only one like moving.
It looks like someone doing a hula hoop trick, but going really fast, and you can't really tell what they're doing with it.
It's like the easiest way to make like exciting, quote unquote, exciting moving animation.
Like whoa, she's so cool.
Yeah, the character model
Sugoi. But yeah,
the characters just don't move. Nothing's interesting. I hated it. There were all these stupid like dumb tropey characters, like the bad boys
and, like,
that are jerks.
Also, if you look at like Soul Eater, you'll see like every character's like cool outfit, unique outfit, but then like you see these characters like they look like just high school, which is a skull slapped onto their school uniform.
Yeah, the one girl literally had like a sweater vest that just had like the little skull on.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
One girl just a uniform, but the tie had like a skull on it.
Yeah, it was so. It's really weird timing too, because like the Soul Eater manga had ended like a year prior. Like what?
You needed more money, I guess, man.
That's so weird. But I think I told you about it. The writer of Soul Eater and Soul Eater Not is currently doing a manga that sounds really awesome about these like firefighters.
Yeah, you're telling me about that. Like I couldn't find the place to read it, but
yeah, I want to check it out if I can. I know that like I saw a guy bought it. Like there are like official English versions, but it's like these people. There's like. It's kind of like there's Soul Eater. Like there's main characters who are like super powered and they have like these flame powers, and they like fight these like fire zombies, and each one of them has like different manifestations of it. So the one dude can like fly around like a jetpack with his fire powers. The other dude can like shoot any item like a gun. It just sounds awesome.
I remember like seeing the cover and totally got the Soul Eater art vibe from it. So yeah, I want to check that out though whenever I find a link.
Yeah, I want to definitely check that out too. It sounded really cool. I think it's called Firefighters. I think it's a really generic title.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, like on my list of stuff, the manga to read.
Also, there was no cat girl in Soul Eater not making it infinitely worse.
No, we were teased in the trailer in the OP of like the girl with like the hood of like the cat ears on it though, or we're not sure if it's a cat lolly or not.
Cat lolly, yeah.
Which I don't really care.
Ugh, no, I'll never watch that.
Not. So, would you recommend this?
Nah.
Alright. Lame. Don't waste your time.
Oh, so embarrassing.
Go sniff glue.
It was like watching like a corpse of something that was really cool once.
This is like a puppet.
Yeah.
Just being a dead horse and like shitting out like lollies and like shit characters.
It's a very graphic representation.
I don't care.
No, I love it.
The show doesn't deserve like any like good words.
It was so bad.
I mean, the fact that this anime had like a 3-star review on anything just like show you like anime usually in general gets like at least like decent reviews.
Everyone, there's always people that love any shitty anime. Like someone will be there to give it a 5 star.
Hey man, that's fucking rare. This shit's rare.
Whoa, this is a really rare upload.
I mean, when we watched that shitty like 4Kids dub of
Tokyo Mew Mew.
Tokyo Mew Mew, people were like, "Oh man, I used to love this show."
And I still love it now. It's like, alright.
I love Zoe. Like, and
Erica.
I mean, it's the hardest part is finding love, as they say in the 4Kids version OP.
Yeah.
That was like the best part of like listening to the 4Kids version. It was so like fucking.
There's a special like place in my heart for any like English OP for like a shitty anime.
Hardest part is falling in love. So stupid.
Oh, we have to listen to that after this.
No, we don't.
I guess that's really it. I don't want to talk about Soul Eater not anymore. It just sucked. It sucked and made me sad.
It sucked. It should be executed.
Yeah.
Locked into a chest and burnt and then pissed on with gasoline.
Pissed on with gasoline?
Pissed on with gasoline.
Wow. Okay.
If you think about it, a gas pump is just a dick that shoots gasoline.
Wow. You're really spitting out some truth here.
Knowledge. Hashtag knowledge. I don't know. I'm just fucking tired.
Alright, I think we should move on to our next famous subject.
What we doing?
Root beer talk.
No, shut up, Jim. What we doing?
Alright. What did you do in your week?
I was going to ask you that.
Alright, okay, what did I do
Ladies
in my week?
first.
Ladies first.
Soul Eater knots first.
Oh, this is important in my life and it has nothing to do with
Soul Eater
or Cat Girls. I put an AC unit in my bedroom now.
Yes, I see it. Very nice.
It is so fucking wonderful.
You finally turned the club having AC in the window. Like.
But okay, if you look closely, there's tape all around it because I kept getting these little bugs.
Have you seen mine?
No.
Mine's like taped up like shit. My duct tape's like shinier and like I'm getting bugs in there. I have my lamp like right there next to my AC and now I see like bugs in there. Like I just spray it over there, but then I see like when the light comes out, you can see where the sun's like going through. So I had to tape it over again, but I've been good though for the most part.
This is kind of a ghetto setup. Ghetto fabulous because I also have like that thing roll. I have my blinds rolled up.
Yeah,
It's amazing. It has made my life so much better.
It's great, but especially with me, I have like my gaming computer and that gets like heated up when I play certain games. So kind of having that going all the time is helpful. But then I get like freezing cold. I'm like, I need a fucking jacket or I got to turn this off. Or I'm gonna be sweating again in like a minute.
Yeah, I'd love that when it gets really freezing though, because I have my blanket and I just get cuddled up under it. And
yeah. But congratulations.
Yeah, I'm so boring lately. All I've been doing is playing Smite pretty much. So I know.
You should beat Persona 5 like I did.
I know. But what I did do is most tangentially reference to this podcast I can make it. I cleaned my room and I reorganized my figures. So I gave all my figures poses. So my Persona figures and my Ava figures have new poses.
And you've also been reading Part 7.
Oh, that's right. The other thing I've been doing obsessively is reading tons of JoJo.
Which I've been like really happy pushing you to read Part 7 and I told you it's hype as fuck.
I am like 90% complete Part 7. So we're going to be doing another JoJo podcast soon. So we won't talk about any of that.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
I'm very excited. I love it. Part 7's great.
I know.
Really makes Part 6 look like shit.
That very hard.
Yeah, that's true. It's funny because when I was reading Part 6, I was like in denial. I was like, it's not that bad. And then like reading just Part 7, you're just like, damn, it really wasn't that great.
Part 7's so hype.
It sucks that it sucks so bad.
I know, it's so good.
But, yeah.
Anything else?
No.
No?
No, I'm boring. I don't do anything.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think about watching the anime. I tried to watch an episode of Fox Dad, but I wasn't feeling it. I have to like get myself in the mood to watch anime now. Isn't that terrible?
I've been watch anime for me like with not JoJo or like My Hero, like I like to build like Gundams while watching Full Metal Alchemist.
Mhm.
So I've been like every guy's been like can watch like 4 or 5 episodes while I'm building a model, which I got another one in, so I'm gonna be like, watching more.
Yeah. Yeah, My Hero Academia.
Yeah, we watched.
We finished that. That's
well,
one. That's the thing we did.
We caught up to like the end of the arc, I guess, the tournament arc.
Yeah.
Tournament arc.
It's over.
It's over.
Yeah, that was good. That's an anime thing
I love
did.
that. I love the show. Like for a shonen, it's like I love it. Like probably my favorite shonens.
Currently running. It's like top tier.
Out of like I love characters are great. Side characters are great. The main characters don't win all the time. Like.
It does good things with the shonen. It keeps things interesting.
Yeah. So that was really good.
I'm happy it has a double season or whatever.
Yeah. And then hopefully my Little Witch Academia comes out soon.
Yeah, it's on my favorite. I fucking love Little Witch Academia so much. I'm gonna cry when it comes out.
I know you watched those OVAs like so many times.
On repeat, I love it. I'm gonna probably watch The Enchanted Parade later because I haven't seen it in a while. I want to hype myself up.
Go for it. Anything else?
No, you go, please. I've been talking for a long time.
You're good. I finally went back and played Persona 5 after putting it off for a while. Really good.
And you beat it.
I beat it. I'm probably gonna do New Game Plus eventually. But I gotta do it for 3 and 5 and 4.
Have you done it with the old Personas?
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't done a New Game Plus with any of them.
With Persona 4, like your Personas got set back, but you kept the same weapons and armor. So basically, your Persona wouldn't do any. You wouldn't attack with your Persona unless you have a weakness to doing all that attack. So you just melee them and all just die. The bosses just die like that. Like,
that's hilarious.
Instant. It's really funny. But I never really went back and did like the Margaret stuff. I went back into I would do like all the social links and everything. But like I never did like fight the the Velvet Room Keepers that they do in every game.
I want to try that sometime.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the only one I have is Persona 3 Fest. I'm old Persona 5
there's
too,
one I can do for Persona 5, but like I don't feel like fighting like that kind of like the Keeper battle.
Yeah.
Those are just like relentless. Like I don't have that kind of patience. Just the worst. So, and what else I watched a little bit more from Alchemist, so I'm like over halfway. I know it's like every podcast I'm so watching, but it's a lot of episodes.
How's your opinion of it?
I like it a lot. Like, I don't know where it's like gonna head, because like, I don't know, all these like shifts and turns and like new characters and a lot of some politics in it too. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know like how they're gonna get past like these roadblocks, and I'm like really excited. Like,
how does it compare to other long form shonen you've watched?
Honestly, the only last time I watched a long show, Dragon Ball Z and like the first part of Naruto, which Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood cuts the filler that they had when they had the long running thing, so like it's really trimmed down. But I'm liking it a lot. Like it keeps going, like it just nothing's wasted. Like it just keeps going with the plot and like the characters and like their plan, these plans. It's going. It's like I like it a lot.
That's the same feeling I had with Hunter x Hunter. Which is like, it's hard to like recommend that to you because you're gonna be finishing this huge one, but it is such a good show. You'll love it.
I'm gonna go to that, but I'm gonna at least watch like 1 or 2 short ones. Like I know I'll do Konosuba on my list next, and then
love that show.
And then like probably another one of like my choice, but like after that I might go to Hunter.
We should do a Konosuba cast just because I love it so much.
And then what else is there? I got a One Piece figure in the mail. I got it was like $15 from Japan. I had to wait, like a month from Japan though. But like
that's awesome.
Of LOL, so
it's a figure. It's not a.
Remember that Bardock figure I have in my room? It's like that kind of big like figure that you kind of like assemble, but like.
Oh, okay, so you assemble it.
Yeah, it's like in pieces, big pieces though. So you kind of just push it, put them together, set them together, and you put them on the podium, and like.
Is it
really nice?
Is it a movable one, or is it just like a statue?
It's like a statue where he's doing it one pose, but like it's nice, it's really nice, really big. Like it's like that, like wide.
That's cool. Sam is showing about a distance of maybe 7 inches.
Yes, roughly. And then like I'm gonna get one more One Piece figure. I want to get my One Piece girl. I'm gonna get a Robin figure, but that's
Nico Robin.
Nico Robin. With her limb growing powers. So. Get the Dressrosa arc. That's like the best outfit for her. The best. So good.
I'd like to read One Piece one day. I've gotten a lot more into manga recently.
It's fun. Like I'm still on Dressrosa arc, which is just like I think it's like one of the bigger arcs in like the second in the time skip. And
You haven't caught up yet?
I'm not caught up yet. I usually read at work, but just like I've been putting off reading at work a lot. Like between that and reading the Yamada-kun, like the manga for that, which I've been enjoying.
Wait, Yamada-kun?
It's like that. It's like a kind of a romance. It's like a kind of romance slice of life, but like there's powers in it, like witch powers in it. 7 witches. One person can body swap.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah, okay.
It's enjoyable. It's way better than it should be with that kind of plot. Like,
hey, you're talking to the guy that watched every episode of Ranma 1/2. Like, trust me, I can tolerate bullshit, and like, there's a reason why you watch every episode.
So yeah, I have been like, going through like manga like that a little bit, like weird like genre. I've also been like, I think I read some like Dead Man comic the other day.
Oh yeah, I haven't touched American comics in so long.
So I was thinking about reading Venom and like the beating of him, and then I'm trying to think of other games I have. I'm playing Rainbow Six and playing PlayerUnknown Battleground has been a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that. That sounds fun.
It's fun, yeah. I've had it's been like really intense. I actually won a game at that somehow. So yeah, that's basically it, I think.
All right, I think we can move on to root beer talk.
No, Jim, shut up. I'm making it a thing. You didn't even get a real. You gotta get a real A&W when you do that. So you have it in your drawer where you open it up. Yeah. And it's just a mini fridge.
It's a mini fridge full of root beers of various races and creeds.
Stop trying to make this a thing, man.
It is a thing. It's every episode. Yeah, I am.
It's not organic. You're just forcing it.
Sometimes you gotta force something to make it organic.
You gotta make it some stupid catchphrase like blah 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 blah. Or leave.
And is that the trigger for root beer talk?
No, I don't know.
So, okay, here's a situation I'm going to give you. So you're sitting down at a bar, this really cute girl walks up and gives you a nice frothy mug of root beer and says, hey, what's up? What do you do next?
She gives me the root beer or
she gives you and she has her own.
Thanks, mate. Drink it. And
then she says, I actually put poison in there, and then you've already drank half of it.
Hold her down, spit it back in her mouth, make her drink it so she gets the poison too, and so she has give me the antidote.
Okay. She said, I was just joking, you fucking monster. I didn't actually poison. I was being a nice person. Then she smacks you in the face and runs away.
I throw the beer bottle while she's running away at her head to get her back.
You kill her. It was a huge frosty mug. You killed her. Well, you're going to jail.
She attempted to murder me.
You'll never...
As assault.
She did not attempt to
murder. She assaulted me.
You're going to jail, and you're never going to get another sip of root beer again.
I don't care. I'll take the prison, Dr. Thunder.
I don't think you get soda in prison.
I mean, there's I had to go to like the pharmacy because I take my mom to the hospital, like, surgery and everything. But I had to get her medication for it after the surgery, and the pharmacy, a cute girl at a pharmacist, but her name was Anal, like Aanal. I'm like,
no.
Oh my god.
How does that happen?
I was like, yeah, she's a cute girl. Like, her name's not.
Do you think she's like? It's pronounced Anal.
Oh, you go on a date. What's like your girl's name? Anal.
Oh my god.
Like, that's the most unfortunate name like I've ever seen. I'm like,
oh boy.
Anal is French. No, she's like Indian. She's like Indian or like Middle Eastern kind of looking.
I can't even imagine what culture would have that as a name.
I don't know.
It doesn't even sound like a name, like a traditional name in any culture.
It was the most unfortunate name I've ever fucking seen. I was like, I feel so sorry for her. You're cute and all, but
what if she's really into anal though?
I don't know, man. Could you date a girl named Anal?
I would. If she's cute enough, if she's cute and she's cool.
You get by the name Anal.
I could get by. I'd call her like Little A.
Little A.
I'd come up with a nickname.
Little Anal.
Little Anal.
Little Anal.
Anus. Or I call her Anus. That'd be funny.
Little Uranus.
Anal.
So stupid.
All right.
Enough anal talk.
This has been the root beer
anal talk.
The root beer anal talk segment of our podcast.
Good.
I guess this is the end of the podcast.
Wow! Holy shit! 50 minutes.
We had a good chat. We talked a lot about our history of anime.
Yeah.
I could talk about that more actually. To be honest.
And anal.
And anal, yeah. We talk a lot about anal.
We did Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament arc when Roy can just rant about Yu Yu Hakusho.
I really want to watch Yu Yu Hakusho. Actually, that's kind of how
Tournament arc does have the cat girl as the announcer, the ring announcer.
Oh my god, it does.
So, I mean, you could just do Dark Tournament arc, but that would be like 20,000 episodes.
Yeah, and I want to watch the whole show too.
Oh, that'd be a lot of episodes though.
I mean, like...
shit, my phone.
Yeah, not necessarily for the podcast, but just for my own self-betterment. I want to watch Yu Yu Hakusho.
I just love that show, but
It's fucking awesome.
That show I would love to do a Kai or like a Brotherhood, the kind of thing of all the filler kind of cut, but redone animation I
don't even know if there is much filler in it.
There was. I remember there being a couple filler arcs.
Really?
There. I feel like a lot of the ghost stuff was
Well, do you know
Back then.
how the manga originally began?
It was just like a ghost detective kind of
Yeah,
thing.
literally, like, was him and Botan, and he was like Botan's assistant.
Yeah.
And then they were like, eventually the writer who also did Hunter x Hunter went into the whole thing where it's like, it's more of like a traditional shonen where he's like fighting people and getting powers, and that's where the first few episodes are kind of weird, and then it just becomes like, oh, Spirit Gun, and like getting better at Spirit Gun.
I guess where there's some filler, especially she doesn't air on Toonami, usually had filler. So,
well, yeah, but like, it's not necessarily
like bad. I mean, like the shows tend to the shonen ones tend to have a lot of filler.
That is true. Shonen shows do. I've heard it's really good throughout though. I heard it really holds up.
Yeah, Roy fucking loves it. He's still watching it now, so.
Is he? Oh shit.
He's like on Dark Tour when I last talked to him. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Problem with these shonen shows, they're so fucking long.
I know. Like if it's a North Star, I would love to watch it, but it's like hundreds of episodes.
It's just too much, man. I mean, like Hunter x Hunter was 160, I think, and that was a fucking great. But even then, like there were some arcs that like, damn, I could just like.
A lot of stuff like I know you don't like certain abridges that are like actually like decent quality, like make it like easier to watch those kind of shows. Like Dragon Ball Z abridge is great. Like I like Yu-Gi-Oh abridge is great.
That's like not even Yu-Gi-Oh though. That like transcends Yu-Gi-Oh. Like makes it better.
I like Sword Art Bridge like makes that normal show look so much better.
I've heard that. I never actually watched it though.
It gives the main character an actual character.
What? Kirito's so cool.
Kirito's fucking the most bland.
No, he's cool. He's the best swordsman ever. He's a black swordsman.
Shut up. Guts is crying like in his walk off like cut out. Bobble.
Why can't Sword Art have like shitty CG anime and Berserk have it like decently produced?
Because people think it's a CG every fucking Berserk anime.
Actually, I don't know if I'd want A1 Pictures to do a Berserk anime either.
David Productions. Yeah, like fabulous like poses for guns.
Yeah, they're not good at animation though. They're good at like just.
I don't know. There's some decent like animated like these. Some are decently animated. Like anytime they do violence, like they can do it. I think they can do violence.
What they do well is like they do like the poses and like the punch barrages really well. Like that always looks good. But like I never watch JoJo and think like, wow, that was a really great animation.
And the color palettes.
Yeah, the style is really great, but it's never like, and it's based off like a manga anyway.
And the OPs are like amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about? Cause
I'm just gonna make this a JoJo cast by default if we keep talking.
Not yet.
All right. Oh yeah, check us out. We're on iTunes.
You remember.
We're on YouTube, and if you're not listening to us on either one of those places, I don't know where you're listening to this, but give us a like, give us a comment, give us a subscribe, give us a, what do they call it in iTunes? A follow,
a subscribe.
I think it's a subscribe.
It's a subscription.
Yeah, give us a subscribe.
A free subscription.
Give us a star. Rate our stars on YouTube. Go on the YouTube star rating system, which totally exists in 2017.
Leave us a review.
Yeah.
Any tips, tricks, or guides, like like a whole game facts kind of thing.
Yeah, just shoot us those game facts, bro.
Give me the car facts.
Give me a recommendation. What cat girl shows do you want to watch? Do you even want us to continue doing this? Probably not.
Do you want us to be a Slowly or Not podcast?
Do you want us to be a Slowly or Not podcast? Do you want us to be a JoJo podcast? Because that's pretty much just where we're going anyway.
I mean, when you get to part 8, we might.
Yeah, we got a little thing cooking in the oven.
Yeah. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that was creepy. I'll never say that again. Don't worry.
Rest in peace, anal.
All right. I wanted to ask you something, but I'll ask you off air. All right.
Off air. Do it live.
No, it's not. It's not. We just need to end this. All right. This has been Jim.
I'm Sam.
And thank you
for listening to
listening
this podcast of sorts.
We love you.
No, you don't.
Yeah.